Aries, welcome to your reading. This is for the single Aries and what's coming towards you. Guys, I laid out your reading. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the video short and sweet because I've got a lot of videos coming out. Also doing life path videos, so it's taking up a lot of time, especially my weeklies. But the single Aries readings I do twice a month. So this is going to be from the 15th on, or I know I'm a little late, but just imagine from now in the next 2 weeks going on into the first week of February, this is going to be the energies. Because for you single Aries, the energies don't change that week to week. That's why I have weekly readings, because sometimes we see work in there, we see family, we see a bunch of other stuff. This is just strictly single Aries and what's going on. So let's begin. In the recent past, it looked like to me that you might have, 2021, you came out of a commitment. One where you felt like you had some kind of spiritual connection with somebody. It might not even have been a commitment. You might have been seeing somebody that you had a spiritual connection with, or at least you thought you did. I don't know, maybe something went wrong or something happened. But you came out of that like the wounded warrior, emotionally guarded, just not happy. You were this dude. Just felt broken, beat and battened. You're like, I'm so tired of these relationships and these failures, and I'm getting all these people that are projects or not emotionally available. I think 2021 Aries was teaching you patience and to look at people from a different lens. But after you were all of this, you became this. You became the Queen of Swords. You became cerebral, logical, rational. You're like, you know what? I have to be. At least now. This is where we are now. You're like, if I don't see it, I don't hear it, I don't taste it, smell it, it doesn't exist. You are having a problem between balancing your intuition and your practicality. It's like you were doubting your intuition in the past. So you got like this. You got all Queens of Swords. You kind of emotionally shut down a bit just so you can persevere for yourselves. And then something happened in the recent past. You might have met somebody else and ignited or sparked up this passionate new beginning with someone. And you started socializing, you started dating, you started chatting. You had this beginning, and then here you are, dating, socializing, chatting after you had this passionate new connection. But then you went radio silent, or they did, or you both did, and you just stopped talking with the moon here. Somebody just, I don't know, held back, quiet, secrets, I don't know what. So you said to yourself, Aries, you know what? I'm going to start a new chapter in my life. It's all right. That was just a new thing. So you're sitting there saying, I'm going to start a new chapter in my life. But before I go through these gates, before I go through this portal of my life, because I know, Aries, myself, that if I go through these two portals, this is a different path in my life. This is a different journey. So do I go back and fix the old relationship and see if there's anything there? Or do I go towards the new thing? Here you are, fork in the road. All right, and usually for me, this talks about taking a risk doing the new thing. So what did you do? You rushed in, crazy style, and you sent some messages to someone to see if that was truly dead and done, or the new thing, the passionate new beginning person that you started talking to. You rushed in and you messaged them. All right, you're like, I need to know where I stand. I need to see where I'm going. I need to know what to do. Because you were standing at that fork in the road. And you're like, where am I going? What's my direction? So you know what? Blah. I'm just going to message this person and see what happens. So this is what recently must have happened for a lot of you. If this isn't you, then you're the one who received the messages. And, this is what you're doing with. Now, the problem is it's being met with resistance. Somebody here is resisting the situation, the relationship, the connection. They're resisting. This is you, them, maybe both of you, what do I know? But this is what's coming towards you, a resistance of some kind. And if this is you, Aries, it's mostly because of this reason that I see back here. This right here. You're emotionally guarded and you've gone in your head. You've gone to the place of cerebral mode, logical mode, rational mode. You're like, you know what? Because you're thinking too much about your past and how you've been burned, and you don't want to, you're already in that process of healing your scars. The problem is you're not completing the healing process because you are at that fork in the road. You are looking at that past rod instead of the future rod. What you don't see coming is the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there is somebody who does love you from your past, but look at them. They're fucking retarded. They're emotionally unavailable. and unstable. They can't control their emotions for shit at all. They love you because it's a King of Cups, but it's in reverse. And the worst part is because they're not emotionally available, they're not telling you how they feel, even though they do like you, like a lot. So they wanted you to be manifested into their lives. They've been trying to, for them, it's like all like, I mean, what do you want Aries to do? Okay, yay, you manifested Aries into their world, but you have to do something more than just process of osmosis. You can't just be like, whoa, poof, there's Aries. People forget it's a two-way road. So somebody here is happy. Like, what if you did this, Aries? They're happy as a clam. Okay, you did. You manifested them back. You resurrected them somehow back into your world. The problem is somebody here is thinking about cutting their losses because they're thinking too much in their head and about the past. They're saying, you know what? If I do this again, I might get hurt again. I don't know if I want this pain. So instead, you say, okay, I'm going to cut my losses and I'm going to cut and run with the Seven of Swords. This isn't cheating. Maybe it is. I don't know. But to me, it's more like ghosting. So it's like you did this. I feel like somebody did this, messaged and then ghosted because somebody wasn't emotionally available and was resisting this connection. And this is somebody from your recent past, I feel as if. Your advice. A lot of you have to disconnect from the past. Five of Cups in reverse. You need to see your new blessings, okay? And this is why maybe a lot of you, Aries, could potentially be resisting this because you're at that Two of the Wands, that fork in the road. Because you know that if you are to go towards the new thing or the new person or the new situation or any kind of situation but new, that you really are going to burn a bridge, okay? Because that's what this is saying. It's time to burn the fucking bridge. I got matches. We ride at dawn. Okay? You're going to burn that bridge and you're going to move on. This is your advice. You're going to get in your little boat and you're going to get there. And you know what it's saying? This makes me feel as if like you Aries are already going in the right direction. So don't fucking stop. Okay? Don't stop. Because in this, I love this deck. It's called the After Tarot deck. It tells me what actually happens, what you do. But this is in the advice position. So this is telling me, Spirit's like saying, you're already going in the right direction. Don't stop. Look, landfall is coming. You're about to hit landfall. Fuck the water. The calm, the rough, the whatever. You're past that. You did that. You've been through the worst. You're going to reach land any minute now. We're just waiting for you to go through the portal of the two pillars that you have, that you're standing at. It's like they're trying to push you through. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is talking about going towards what's going to make you happy. Did the past make you happy? Did that person make you happy? Sure, you might have had great moments. Sure, you know this person likes you. But are you always going to be okay with somebody not emotionally available? Or who's going to text you back 2-3 days later? You're always going to be okay with breadcrumbs? You're always just going to be okay with like half-assed measures? No. This is talking about you moving on, and it talks about false starts. You need to take off the rose-colored glasses. You're going to shoot me, I know it. But if you want a real reading, I swear to God, if I saw like you, like this, the knight in shining armor riding on a fucking unicorn, I wish to God I could read that for you. But if you want reality check, here it is. And these are just energies. They're temporary. It's not going to always be like that. You're here because I'm giving you your advice and I'm telling you what to do and how to navigate this crap. Also to tell you, hey, yeah, you're not crazy. What you're going through is true. So maybe you had a false start with somebody in the past, whatever this is, this Ace of Pentacles. It's saying, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. They're like, burn the fucking bridge because this person is like putting in half-ass measures. And they're like, move on. Get over it. That was mean. Get in your little boat. Get your little paddle out. Cross the river. Light that shit on fire and go. Wait for something that's more tangible. That's going to give you growth. That's going to help you evolve. You want somebody that's going to be your better half. Not you struggling constantly with somebody from your past. That person was there for a reason. They were there to teach you all of that. Anyway, your outcome is Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, yeah, Four of Wands. All of this stuff, and here's the funny thing. When I first looked at this, without looking, I can read the cards, but then I look at the detail of the cards. Because, every morning I'm like, oh, which deck do I use? And then I pick the deck, and I'm like, okay, now I know why I use this deck. So in your outcome with the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, again, more pillars for you to walk through. This is talking about the foundation of your home, your independence, your foundation. This is talking about you working on you and your home and your family. And the Knight of Cups, no, sometimes I read this, oh, there's somebody coming in with messages of emotion and this and that. No, this is talking about, sometimes taking off the rose-colored glasses and honestly looking at and waiting for something that's better. Because there is something better. Think about it. Aries, every time you dated somebody new, weren't they better than the last person? Weren't you evolving? Weren't you feeling like you were making different strides? Think about all the people that you dated in the past up to the recent and all the steps that you took and you kept climbing. And where you are now and the people you're meeting now, including friends and family. So look at this cup, right? He's feeling himself. He's drinking the cup. He's not giving it to anybody else. He's giving it to him. That's what you're doing. You're feeding yourself. You're feeding yourself nurture. You're feeding yourself love. You're like, fuck you. I'm going to help myself. And I'm going to work on my foundation and my home and my family. And I'm going to give myself love. That's your outcome. Let me clarify these. Because I think that when you do this, you'll officially have healed, and then you're going to be able to open the door to new love, to be okay. Think about like the last person you dated, right? Before you dated the last person you dated that you really were committed to or you really had strong feelings for, how long was there a break before them? And were you not ready to receive them when you did? So be honest with yourselves now. Are you ready to take on this past person and fix it? They're not emotionally available. They're not going out of their way for you. Do you want that? You can have that. Spirit's saying you could totally have that. Or you could wait for something better. Yeah, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Your heart was broken. Maybe they didn't intentionally break it or whatever, but you're just like tired. What is the Seven of Wands here? Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is resisting your affections. They're just sitting there stalking you. That's fucking nice. A lot of good that's going to do them. Yeah, blocks, obstacles, challenges, Five of Wands. That's what's coming towards you. More stalking. More checking out your social media. Or your whatever, your connections with people. What's this King of Cups, the Magician, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Swords? What's all this? The surprise to Aries. Ooh. The Wheel of Fortune, the what is this? Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, Eight of Pentacles. Where's my glasses? So crazy. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, and Death. All right, so guys, over here, this is telling me what you don't see coming. What's the surprise? Is when this person, because you do this, right? You do something, you're like, let me see their reaction. And then finally, I don't know if you start listening to your intuition and it kicks in or it does whatever. You decide to say, I'm going to start working on myself. I'm going to start a new chapter and I'm going to end whatever this past thing is and I'm going to go towards new stuff. So if you just recently met somebody new, like I'm talking about like a month ago or a few months ago, fine. But if you're talking about an ex that you had and you had a thing from last year, I feel like you're ending it because they're not responding to you. They're not working at it. You are. You're putting in an effort. They're not. So this is not going to resonate with everybody, unfortunately, because a lot of you Aries are in healing mode. So if you're not even doing this that I'm talking about here, You guys are still healing and processing, you know, past relationships because you're just tired. You're just this wounded warrior. You're just shut down emotionally. There's your energy field is a little bit like, woo. So there's nobody could kind of like come in and penetrate it. And I know you don't want to be there. So you're trying to be in your mind like, well, how can I fast track this situation and move on? What is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? 5 of Cups reverse. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're thinking about yeah, because what you tried to do here, I feel like Aries, you tried to manifest by doing this, by taking this action. You took an action because you were trying to manifest the situation, and you were trying to invest your time and energy into something. But Spirit's saying invest your time and energy in the place or the situation that's going to give you the response you want, the thing that's going to make you happy. Because this thing from the past is not doing anything. Or the people that you're meeting are emotionally unavailable. It's like a pattern you need to break. You need to really get over the past. So if you're not talking about a specific person, this is talking about your emotions at the end of the day. You're disappointed over your past. Maybe it's one person in particular, maybe it's a bunch of them. I don't care. The point is it's there. It's telling me you're disappointed over your past. So like you gotta let that go. You know, all the failed attempts that you had with people, all of that crap, they weren't good enough for you. You should wait. I mean, there's no other card better than this in your advice position from Spirit saying you need to wait. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like wait for something that's better for you. Because there is. You're almost there. The 6 of Swords. Yeah, okay, you invest time and energy into somebody. They're lucky they fucking had you, even for 5 minutes. You think they're gonna forget you? Like, never. Whoever dates an Aries and doesn't remember an Aries, I don't give a shit what anybody says out there. That's just the truth of the matter. You guys make impressions all the time. Let's see. Outcome. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Yeah, this is a space and a place right now, Aries, where you guys are making decisions, decisive decisions, because you want to move on in your life. You don't want to be here. You don't want to feel this energy. You don't want to feel stuck in this crap. It's like I could see you pulling yourself out of mud, because you're trying to make a judgment call. Look at this, judgment. And the decision you're making is like, yeah, I want to make myself happy. I want stability in my home. I want my happiness with I want my foundation to be happy. I want stability, independence on my own, and I'm going to feel myself with this. And that's my judgment call. And that, Aries, is what sparks you into true healing. You truly will heal. And believe me, a lot of you guys, you might even have an emotional breakdown for a hot second, and maybe you'll like cry or think or feel for just a hot second. You'll have an epiphany. And this maybe to you was a blessing in disguise, because this is what Spirit's saying. It's time to look at those blessing in disguise, those 2 cups. So the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords. This truly sparks real healing. Look at this, Temperance underneath, the Hierophant. Wow, I feel like your whole life is going to change post this situation. I really do. I think it's prepping you for some major romance. Star and planet alignment wise, I think for you guys, spring is going to be huge romantic months for you guys. Huge. Right now, we also have Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, so it's not like it's going to be great. That's what retrograde does. It makes you reflect on your past, unfortunately. Yeah, you, what is this? Separation. And at the bottom of the deck, engagement. So maybe you have a broken engagement with somebody here from your past, and you're trying to go back and resurrect it from the dead, or to see if it's fixable. A lot of you. quite frankly, because this is retrograde season. Others of you, you're just in this weird separation mode and you're like kind of hermit mode. And I feel like you were recently engaging with somebody and then you separated. So you were engaging and separated. Those of you that are members, in the extended, I'll clarify that. The extended link is down below. If you go into my members page, my communities page, I'm sorry, you'll see all the links for all the videos that you have access to if you're a member. Let's get one advice and then we can wrap this up. Thank you. Nothing will come of this situation. Seriously? It's time to take action. Boys and girls, listen here. It's no coincidence this is your card. New moon in Aries, which is your birthday month, April, because it's new moon. It's time to take action. It's time to move on. It's time to go. It's time to change. It's time to... I think you got your message. Look at this. Nothing is going to come of this situation. Whoever you're thinking about from your past, it's done. If you're trying to resurrect something because it's Mercury retrograde, great. Did you get it out of your system? Because I think you did in your outcome. I think you're moving on. All right, members, I'll see you at Extended. Hit that link below. Aries, I'll see you in a few weeks.